Like everything in life, our program is evolving, and I wanted to share the evolution of that program with you. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Stephen Yellen, and I'm Buddy's partner. And the evolution of of our program is based on a conversation I had with Dr. Fred Travis about muscle memory, and I wanted to share those insights with you. Every time an athlete creates emotion, produces emotion, executes emotion, the memory of that motion is stored in a part of the motor system known as the basal ganglia. So when you hit 500 7-irons or 500 wedges or 1,000 drives over a period of time on a golf range, if you're a golfer, the muscle memory of that we know is not stored in the muscles. The muscles don't have memory. It's stored in the part of the brain called the basal ganglia. And the whole key to recreating that motion in competition is you just have to access what you already have stored up. You don't have to start from scratch and reinvent the wheel. You already have executed enough motions that all you have to do is to have the key to access what you already have created. You don't have to start from scratch. And the whole priority of our program now, the whole goal of our program is to teach you to access what you already know to do. It's to teach you to access what you already know to do. And we have 3 priorities now. The first priority is you have to access the fluid motion factor. You have to access it. If you don't access the fluid motion factor, the body will not have the freedom to do what it wants to do. If the prefrontal cortex captures a signal, the body is going to be in somewhat of a prison. You'll have an intention, but the body won't be able to execute that intention. So this is just an understanding of what you need to do in competition, even before you walk on the field or the court or the course. Just knowing that this has to happen somehow. The second priority is you have to bury the DNA goal. You have to bury it. If you don't bury the DNA goal, and the DNA goal is on the surface level, then you will not be able to access the fluid motion factor, which means the body will be somewhat in prison. The DNA goal is the embedded goal in a sport. You never have to think about it. But usually what your priority is, I have to execute the DNA goal. Okay, that's fine and dandy. How do you do it? You have a much better chance of executing the DNA goal when you bury it, and bury it deeply. The deeper you're able to bury the program, or the deeper you're able to bury the DNA goal, the better chance you have of executing it, because the better chance you have of accessing the fluid motion factor. And the third priority, and it's a distant third priority, far, far in the distance, are the drills. The drills, you never want to make the star of the show. You always want to have the feeling, did I do the drill? Was the drill there? Did I think the number? Was it there? The drill should be thought of as if you're a golfer, it's the same level of importance as gripping a club or visualizing a shot. It's just sort of something that you do. And the more distant you're able to make the drill, the less important you're able to make the drill. The more faint you're able to make the drill, the better chance you have of executing a good motion. And with the new sort of goal of the program, which is to access the muscle memory you already have created, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to start from scratch. I'm almost tempted, we're almost tempted to call the program the Dorothy program. The Dorothy program based on the Wizard of Oz. Dorothy went to the wizard. The Tin Man went to the wizard. The Cowardly Lion went to the wizard. The Scarecrow went to the wizard. What did the wizard tell all 4 of these mythic individuals? He said, you already have the ability to do what you want to do. You already have what you think you don't have. Dorothy, you can go back to Kansas whenever you want. Just click those magic red shoes together. Just tap them together, and you'll be in Kansas. You don't have to go on Expedia to see the flights available. You can go right now, this instant. And you as an athlete have already executed enough good shots. You do not have to reinvent the wheel. You do not have to start from scratch every time you're in competition. And when you have this as the goal of your program, it takes a lot of pressure off of you because you know you don't have to start from scratch. Another analogy I like to give is this. Let's say you've saved $100,000 in a bank account, and you wake up one morning and you want to buy a car, and the car costs $20,000, and you forget you have the money in the vault. So you think you have to start over from scratch. It's going to take you 5 years to save $20,000. No. You already have the money in the account. The money is in the vault. All you have to do is go to the bank, you have the key, open it up, take the money out, and buy the car. You as an athlete have already executed enough good motions. You don't have to reinvent the wheel and reinvent it from scratch when you're in competition. You just have to access what you already have available to you. And that's what our program does. It gives you those keys. So let us know how you like this video. Give us some feedback. And, you can never watch The Wizard of Oz enough. Thanks and have a great day.